Gerald Gallant. I'm the technical sales representative for OSblock. OSblock is a prefabricated wall system. So basically, we manufacture wall blocks, which are 1 feet by 1 feet high by 8 feet long, with pre-insulated insulation on each side with a OSB wood core, center core. So today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to briefly show you how to utilize our online calculator on our website. So first of all, we are going to go on our website here. As you can see here, there's on the upper right hand, you can see our calculator is right there, and we also have the online quote. This is where if you do not wish to, you don't have all your drawings or anything, and you do not wish to do your own calculation, you can submit all your drawings and your dimensions, as well as all your information on the online quote here link. So for today, we are going to go on the online calculator. So we're going to start there. I've already signed in. I do have an account, but for this session here, I'm going to create a new account and show you exactly how this works. So it's going to ask you for your email. So I'm going to start with that. It's going to ask you for a password, which the password here it needs a minimum of 8 characters, 1 uppercase, 1 special character, and like I said, a minimum of 8 characters. So I will start the process here. All right, and I will confirm that. All my information is already there. Oh. I agree. So I agree with the terms and condition, and then you register. Once all that is done, your account is going to be created. So here you can manually do a quote, which means if you already know the quantities that you need, quantity of blocks of OSblock, the corners, the sill plates and everything, you can manually enter it here and submit your quote. Or for this session here, we are going to be doing the online calculator here, so we're going to use the calculator for this session. So it's going to ask you to add a project. So we're going to add one. Project name. I'm just going to go here, Gerald House. All right. It's going to ask you if you want to go in metric or in feet. We are going to go in feet for this session here. So we're going to create. And at all times, as you can see here, there's a chat here, online chat, that you can click on there if you have any questions or anything that you stumble and you're not quite sure. You can send the chat, and somebody will from our team will answer your questions there. So there. So we are going to go a new building. Next. For this sessions, we can either go with a cathedral or a non-cathedral ceiling. I'll just show you here what I mean. So for cathedral ceiling here, you will have this section here, which will be fully insulated with OSblock, or this section here, which is a monoslope or a double slope here. We're going to go with cathedral for this session here. I'm going to go next. And here you can go if you have 1 floor, 2 identical floors. So basically, if you have a 40 by 40, 2 floors identical, or 2 different floors. For this one here, we are going to go 2 floors, number of equal floors, 2. And we're going to go next. Here for separation between the walls, we are not going to have none for this spot here. For the garage, we are going to have a attached garage. So we're going to click on the attached garage. Attached garage here. same height. Next. So here, your project is now ready to be calculated. We will guide you to complete the calculation step by step. Open your project plans and gather all your wall dimensions as well as your windows and door openings. We will take it one step at a time. So basically, this is where you're gonna take all your drawings and your plans with your openings, your windows and doors, your dimensions of your walls and everything. So you make sure you have it handy. So it's gonna be so you have it. To enter all the correct dimensions. So we're going to get started. So here it's going to ask you the number of walls. I have it here as a sample here. So basically we're going to be going with this house arrangement here with a garage, so an attached garage. So for the house itself, we are going to have 6 walls. As you can see here, there's going to be one. Here is the dividing wall. It's going to be included in the house dimensions. So the dividing wall there. So 1, that's the second wall, all the way up to here. Then your third, your fourth wall, fifth, and 6th here. And number of walls on the drop-down menu should pop up. We're going to go 6 and then next. Again, at all times, if ever you do have any questions, the online chat is right there to help you out. So for our walls, we're going to go all the width. Here we have it in feet, so we're going to select first of all, we'll select the wall height. For this particular here, we are going to go 8 foot, so 8'2", which is 8 blocks high. For the first wall, we are going to go 40 feet. Wall number 2, 30. Wall number 3, 20. 4, 10. Number 5, 20 again. And number 6, 20. States here, if you have cathedral ceilings, which we do have, it's going to be calculated on the roof and wall measurements are going to be calculated on a different section here, which is going to be coming ahead, a little bit ahead here. So we'll go next here. So it's going to ask you the windows and doors, your openings, how many doors and windows that you have. For this session here, this example, we are going to go with 2 doors. The door 36 wide, just a standard door with a height of 84 inches, 7 feet. And here there's a duplicate that you can do. It just duplicates the door here. We're going to add 2 doors. Excuse me. For the windows, we are going to go 4 foot wide window by 56. So you're looking at 5 feet. And for the we're going to add another window. And for this window here, we're going to go 6 by 5. So 56 inches. Right. For lintels here, for windows, lintels that are over 7 feet, our blocks are 8 feet. So for lintels that are over 7 feet, you must use, regular lintel. For our OSblock, we can go, sorry, let me explain again. For our OSblock, we can go up to 7 feet as a lintel. Up to, if it exceeds 7 feet, you need a lintel, specialized lintel for the that you utilize in regular construction, which is not included in the calculations here. So here we're going to go next. It's going to ask you for your second floor, the number of walls. We are going to go 4 walls for your second floor. Next again. And it's going to be asking you the same thing as your first floor, all your wall dimensions. So basically, we are going to go 40, and also the height, I'm sorry. Height here is going to be 8 feet again. So one wall at 40 feet, another wall at 20, Wall number 3 at 40, and wall number 4 at 20 again. Again, if you have cathedral roof and your wall measurements differ, do not include it in the wall. So basically, we are not including the difference in height of the cathedral ceiling. So for instance, here, if the cathedral ceiling is, for this example, actually, it's going to be 4 foot higher. We do not include it here right now. It's going to be included in a separate section. So we are going to go next. For your second floor, again, it's going to ask you your windows and doors, the quantities of windows and doors. For this section, we are just on the second floor. We are only going to have windows. So for windows, I'm sorry, we can delete that door. For windows here, we are going to go 4 by 68. And we are going to duplicate this. There's 2 windows that same size. And we're going to go another window, 3 by 3. So 32. Now these dimensions here that we have that are listed right here are the height of the blocks. So if you can see here, the total height that you require, the block will fit in there for your windows, for your openings. For our garage here, the number of walls that we're going to have actually is only going to be 3 because we're attaching to the existing wall. So we are going to go 3 walls. Then next. See what I mean by this is here we are only going 3 walls because the dividing wall was already calculated in the house that we the previous calculations, length and dimensions that we added. So the first floor was added all here. For the garage it's only 3 walls with attachment plates that are going to be right here. All right, so for the dimensions of the garage, wall number 1, the front, we are going to go 25 feet, and we are going to keep that at 8 foot, just as a standard here, just to make the calculations a little easier. For wall number 2, we are going to go 30 feet, and the back wall, we are going to go 25 again, same width. Again, it explains here if you have cathedral ceilings, it differs, but for this section here, we do not. It's going to be just a standard roof trusses. So we're going to go next. It's going to ask you here for your doors and windows again. So for the garage, we are going to have a garage door of 120 inches. So 10 feet, and we are going to go 96, and just a standard man door. So we're going to end the door at 36, standard width by 84, and just a regular window here, 4 by 56 and a quarter. Okay, so again, it explains here for lintels, if it exceeds the window opening exceeds 7 feet, you need to go with a lintel. Would live for 7 feet and above. Our blocks again are only 8 feet, so we need a minimum of 6 inch on each side to for the overhang for the lintels. So here for the cathedral ceiling, it's going to ask you if you have a one-sided slope, so a single slope, or a two-sided slope. Like I explained here, a two-sided slope is going to be a full cathedral ceiling like we have here. So 2 slopes. These here are going to be fully insulated and open ceiling, or a single slope, which is going to be single slope on this side and a single slope on the other side with a full wall here. we are going to go with this section here with a single slope for this this practice session. So we're going to go one single slope. The width of the slope is going to be the width of the wall. So we have here for that wall in particular, we have 20 feet. The height, the maximum height of the cathedral ceiling, so we're going to have an extra 4 feet there. And the number of gable ends for this session here, we are going to have 2. So it's going to be our second floor with 2 gable ends, cathedral ceiling, so 2. The front width is going to be the front width of the house, which we have entered there as 40 feet. So we're going to go 40, and then we are going to go next. Now this is going to generate a amount of OSblock and material required for your project. So basically it's going to break it down per floor. As you can see here, you got floor number 1, which with the breakdown of the number of blocks required for that floor. Then floor number 2, the number of blocks and the actual corners as well. So all the corners that are required there. The corner post for this session here, we only have 8-foot corners, but if it would have been the 9-foot ceiling, we would add a 1-foot corner. And you also have the starting plate and the end plate that goes on top of the wall and on the bottom of the wall for your starting plate. The locks are included as well, and the lock tool. So we have that for our first floor, our second floor, our garage, and then here for our cathedral ceiling, it tells us that we need a total of 33 OSblock for the cathedral ceiling. That will be that's the only spot I forgot to mention. With OSblock, we strive to have a minimal waste on your projects, so that's why they all come in standard length, in 8-foot length, and all the blocks are cut on site to your dimensions. So for your openings, you would cut, say you have your door at 2 foot from your wall, you would cut your block at 2 foot, and then you would push the block at the end of your opening of your door and just continue your wall as you go. So there's minimal waste. The only spot that we're going to have some waste is where you have angle cuts, say for cathedral ceilings and etc. Different occasions there. So you have your floor 1, floor 2, your garage, and your cathedral ceiling for a total of 361. Then your full calculations are done all as well here as well. So here for continue, we are going to go and get the quote. So here it's going to ask you all your information that you for your shipping, for your contact information and everything. So my name, phone number. I'm going to enter my an address. I'm just going to use our warehouse address here. I'm going to say we have a company. It's going to be OSblock. Right. It's going to ask you the number. So 1285 street route. 169. Put your country, Canada, the province, Quebec. And the postal code. G. So we are going to continue. Then here for billing, we are going to use the same address, or you can actually, change it if you want. You just have to uncheck that. But for this particular session, we're going to use the same one. So continue. Right. Pay later or pay now, but usually we go pay later here. And the shipping date, you pay on the shipping. So here it gives you your I don't know why that's there. Total of 49. Okay. Let's go back. All right. So get quote. Let's do this again. All the attachments are here. We have our address. It must have been a glitch in the system here. Usually it goes well. So Saint Audi, that's correct. And we are going to continue. And there's your complete order quantity again there. So this is correct. Well, must have been a glitch there. That happens. So here we're going to continue for the billing, same address. Pay later on the shipping date. We are going to continue. And here it's going to ask you, it's going to say right here, get an estimate. So we are just going to click here, get an estimate. Again, for the online chat, whenever you do need help, we are only just a click away there. So we'll say get estimate. So here your quote has been sent. So basically what this will do, it'll generate a quote number. For this instance, we got quote number 36 for this, and we got the name, so my address, shipping address, the quantity of OSblocks and all the what's on the quote, and then you are done. So here you can see your quote. And you can print it as well. And right now it's showing as pending. But basically, this is just a brief showing of how to use the online calculator. You should, once this is all done, you will receive a actual quote by email, with the actual quantities and basically all this information on the quote. So thank you very much for listening. And if you do have any questions, like I said, don't hesitate to just do the online quote, the chat here, or give us a call at OSblock and go on our website. All our information is there. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.